Yo, what's up, homies? It's your boy LowTide, bringing you guys a random video, and today we're back with some more of the letter. I'm gonna just hit continue right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I had to redo the whole game because a new PC, you know how that is. New PC, you gotta replay a lot of your games if it doesn't keep the save file. This was one of them. So I've been doing a lot of replaying during the time. So you guys can know beforehand. If you guys have any if I have any situations where I won't upload, I talk about it on my Twitter, so be aware that it is there if you want to know what's going on sort of behind, I guess, the scenes, if you want to call it that. But pretty much, ultimately, I had to replay the game, new PC. I'm trying out a new recording software this time instead of using my old recording software, Bandicam, especially since it's been having issues. I'm pulling out OBS, which I've been wanting to do. Old PC couldn't handle it, so now I'm on this one, and it seems to be doing fine, just fine. So I wanted to make sure it'd be okay if I hopped on here and we did some of the letter on here. Now, if anything's off, like the audio, I'm sorry. Like I said, OBS and getting used to it be a different thing for me to edit. I have it already pretty much set up. I just don't know how it's gonna go when I go to finalize it and edit it. So that's about all I can say. All right, sell the house, get the money. And that's where we left off at. We're left off right here after seeing the screen flash red with blood everywhere. And I remember correctly, it's the flock of people because of the open doors. Alright, a flock of people have gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially open the doors. I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in their presence. Men and women of wealth and status, all dressed to the nines in fancy suits and lovely dresses of varying colors, compose the medium-sized crowd. Oh yeah, and this is all still the prologue, by the way. Their necks, arms, and fingers are adorned with silver and gold, glinting in the afternoon sun. Some even have a ridiculous fancy feathered hats on their heads. I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby, like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day in this. They are murmuring among themselves, looking at the estate's facade appraisely, with some arguing about whose mansion has the superior architecture. Wow, that's a rich person argument. But most of it stops as Rose calls for their attention. The door, they don't look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it? I mean, really, only thing they can do, I'll buy the house. Oh, okay, there you go, it's out the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos.
Yes.
We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Yes.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Alright, hearing this, a few wander to me. They are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. I can understand that. Miss Kalach, she's old, it's pronounced like that, also joins our group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair she approaches.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
That's probably her
Chief Inspector
client.
Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town. I knew I had to get you.
Yeah, see?
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't.
That's how they sell the point.
Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Ah, they must be the client. Yep, see, I already told you. I might have seen their faces somewhere before, some magazine or on television. I can't remember. It's rich people fighting over a mansion, man. It could be, you've seen these people before somewhere. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I wonder who owns. What the fuck's it called? God damn it, bad joke, and I don't remember how to fucking do the joke. Wow, good job, B. It's like, what the fuck's his name? Bruce. I'm just say Bruce. It's escaping me, and I am sorry. Batman, basically. God, for people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others, and in their simplicity, the couple stands out. That's good. Simple things can look nice. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though. Hell, he's probably just showing her off. They're showing each other off. Yeah. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder in my assumptions, I'd say he's basking in the attention. Exactly. Both of them, in fact, yeah. Some people enjoy the attention, that's probably what it is. I think they're brother and sister if it wasn't for their public display of affection. The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Or they can be acting like a couple. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get this deal closed. Before the current owners can even think of canceling this listing. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. Sorry, I can't English right now. I woke up like 2 hours ago. Not even that, like an hour. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another, they ask questions. From how the restoration process went to the history of the place, I answered them all, more than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture, mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material. Yeah, no, you don't. No. This place is haunted, by the way. Ha, ha, ha. Like, you might get someone to buy it if you say that, but it's not going to be many people. It's going to be like that one Uncle Cousin Richard. It makes a lot of sense. He's your uncle's cousin named Richard, and he just in all that fucking occult shit, and he's like, oh, a haunted house, let's buy it. A haunted mansion, why not? We'll just have everybody come here on October 31st. We're just gonna be visiting for one day, see what the fuck happens, and then leave. Yeah, no, we get even if the entire population of Luxembourg
Some of
knows
the
about
furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
Yeah, I would imagine that's painstaking. Goddamn.
Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
You mean do you mean the glass panes right there, or you mean the ones on the chandelier? They've both probably been replaced, because otherwise it'd be dirty as shit.
Especially that one, ma'am.
Yeah.
It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde.
Oh, nice.
The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I've stopped talking, our attention is already somewhere else.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
No, God, so they're, okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I can
Seems
respect
a bit
that.
too small. We might have
What?
to break a wall down to have more room.
What? The hell you need this much room for? What, you don't even have a kid? You mean you need this much room for you two? The hell?
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
Don't answer that. That's a trap. Don't answer that. You're the interior designer. I interior design. I do not answer your relationship problems.
It is splendid, ma'am.
God damn it. Yeah, I was supposed to explain it. Don't be like, oh, it's great. All right, what the fuck's going on? October 21st. Next page. What the hell? Right here. All right. Today marked the open house. Oh, okay. I already know. Yeah. I'm surprised they just told me that.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Yeah, you have a very good
Never
point.
mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle
Airplane.
everything.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. All of these planes. This is the third plane, literally, in like the past 2 hours. Motherfuckers, where you guys going? I swear, motherfuckers going to war. Alright.
Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
Guys, before you do all this, let's figure out who all is trying to pay. I'm sorry, but you might have to outbid someone to get the house. That's just how how this shit works sometimes. Mansion going for $3 billion. $4 billion over there. Up $4 billion. That is a sold. Going once, going twice. Up $5 billion. Up in the right corner with that lovely man. Dot. The rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please. Let these guys be the one. Please, money is money, and I need to get out of here as quickly as possible. Maybe if the game will let me go to the there we go. Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. Hey, I like the very old. Yeah, I mean it is an old ass house. I was about to say I like the old theme. It's an old house. What the fuck am I talking about? Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put into retaining the room's classic appeal. Yeah, very classical. Why is there a hatch in the middle of the kitchen? Can we talk about that? No, probably not. All right. The open hearth of what? I've never heard anyone use the word hearth unless it's talking about hearth, like Hearthstone. I've never heard it be like hearth at the end of the room. In particular, looks amazing, like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. A mad props to the cleaning crew? Oh, and mad props to the cleaning crew. Okay. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the arse cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off. Yeah, no, it was probably a pain, just took some time, and they were like, okay, it's finally done. Are we gonna find like the chains of chaos, the blades of chaos, sorry, underneath this motherfucker? The hatch is what I'm talking about. Or make it look presentable, at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
I was just about to... Oh, it's the Blades Chaos. Watch.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
Maybe. I mean, that's a good choice. This is the first time the guy in gray speaks up. Mr. Luke, right? My memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights up and he's like, oh, wine. Is there a wine cellar down there? I want some wine. Alcohol is my thing, if I may say. It's my niche. But what's so interesting about the basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. On a grown man, though, I don't know how I feel. It's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
God damn. Who needs that much wine? Just casually, just store it. They're like, it's aged to perfection. Why? Because we fucking didn't know how much we had down there. This is why it's aged to perfection. Hell, you gonna do? Drink a bottle a day? And most time they don't do that. It's like once like a week or, like a blue moon or some shit. So most of the shit down there is old as fuck.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
Don't ask me.
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
You want more goddamn space? The hell? What is wrong with you, boy? The hell you need?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it.
What? 46? I live on 4 acres. Goddamn. 46? Jesus Christ.
We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
Jesus Christ. I live on like countryside farmland. We have 4 acres. 46 acres? My God. Motherfuckers. There's a contemplated expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! I can't wait to tell Rose. She probably has somebody too. And there might be others who just aren't willing to talk up. Like, if you had me on this tour and I genuinely had the money for it, I wouldn't be talking. I would just be analyzing everything to like the highest extent and be like, oh, nah, I'll be good. And then talk at the very end. And probably ask a lot of questions. After more than half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and are heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt. Maybe this is just my excitement over a possible sale. It could be. Don't you be fucking whispering in my ear. I got a job to do. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. Starts off as a small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Whispers in my ears, the shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Can we talk about that? Their eyes on that painting right there? They look blacked out. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. I'm gonna go into this now. Y'all don't fuck up my sale, please. All right, spirits, I'm just here. I'm trying to get them to do this. It's a bait trick, all right? Then you can fuck with them, and I'll be out your hair completely. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requested for a break anyway. If I could just...
Excuse me, everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. You're probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't say 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 it. God damn it, I said it. I'm scared. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer. Until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello.
Oh! Why are you in the corner? I need to recharge. I'm a huge introvert. You know how that shit is sometimes.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you. Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
It is. That's why I'm in the corner. Yes, nothing else. But yes, it's exhausting. Ugh, you had no idea. And then we still got a whole nother floor with the same amount of fucking more rooms and shit. And then we gotta go in the attic. Whew.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker. Anyway, Isabel, right?
Yas.
Isabella, actually.
Close
But
enough.
yes,
I'll take
What can
it.
I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah.
Ma'am, right? Is that her legit name, or we just say calling her ma'am?
I just wanted to ask, how does
Ma'am Hannah.
to move in?
That's what I assume. Would we? Are we able? I don't. After finalizing all the paperwork, you would have to like ask that. My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see, but we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further, puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment with her tight smile, she looked as if she has tasted a particular sour
Oh,
lemon.
please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hannah.
I love cats,
I'm
but
sure
I don't know
there's
if
more than enough space here if you want.
If I have a mansion, which I probably would never have, just because one, I don't like showing off. That's just the why. Why the fuck am I going? Let's live in a mansion. Oh, why the fuck did someone break into our house or steal anything from us? Well, probably because we live in a fucking mansion. That might have some sort of thing to do with it, but no, of course not. Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? I love cats. I like cats more than dogs. Yes, I know. I said it. And someone's gonna be like, oh, why? I like cats more than dogs because if you put a cat outside, I have outside, like I had an outside cat. If you have a cat that goes outside or in and out, house, like a cat, the cat can survive by itself. A dog cannot. A lot of dogs cannot survive by themselves. Whereas a cat are very independent. That's why I like more independent, more people who are more independent than people who are very codependent. Anyways, you get my point. More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Oh, okay.
But you see, this is going to be a gift.
I like
to
dogs too,
Lily.
but don't put a dog.
It's going to be our anniversary soon.
Don't put a dog in this house, please. Well, don't put him in certain places. I'm okay with the dog being in the house. Just don't, I mean, it's your house. I can't say anything about it.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us.
Well, you see, wait, this is just an anniversary gift, so you guys don't even live here? It's just gonna be like, oh, this is our summer vacation house. I don't think it's that decision's not up to me, sadly. And I can't really be like, yeah, it's up to me. No, that's not up to me. She's about to ask me a question. She's about to ask me, and I'm about to have to answer with like a question. I'm gonna just say real
Why,
quick.
I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
What are you talking about?
I We actually have a process for this, ma'am.
Yeah, there's a process for everything.
I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
It's definitely not appropriate. She just wants
And
to
just
skip past.
what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
Who the fuck?
What would the people
Oh.
think, darling?
Oh,
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
that is what she asked. I try not to wince when her nails dig into my shoulder. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Some people like that, but no. Ow. That just sounds painful. Story update. What is up with the story? I like the journal because it's just like cool, small things. What's up? Oh, you ain't gonna say anything in here now? Motherfucker just says story updated. That's all you gonna say? God damn. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss Koch, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug. She's like, I'm sorry. I didn't think she would try this on you, but she tried it.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
Yes, definitely. She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
Yes,
I
sure.
did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
It doesn't see. Here's the thing. Let's say someone from this party, which is something she's completely trying to ignore. Someone from this party wants the house, like just her. Let's say just her. All right. Then we look at the other group, the other Rose's group. Let's say someone from her party wants the house. Then you have two people who want the house. So I can't like finalize anything with you because we still got a whole nother group of people because you might not be the only buyer. You get what I'm saying? So like, I can't just be like, oh yeah, you got the house, because that ain't how this works.
Isabella.
Right,
And she messed up my name
It's
again.
a lovely name, Isabel.
Motherfucker. All right, she ain't getting the house. Fuck this.
It's Isabella.
Isabella. What's the difference? Is an A at the end instead of an E?
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and... What's this?
I look confused and disgust on her face, turning to her husband. He merely surprised. Oh god. Are these gonna be the ones? Did I give them the letter? The letter.